All right, everyone, welcome to High School Hockey Night in Tampa. I'm Ted Boggs with the Hockey Sports Network and our broadcast of High School Hockey Night in Tampa. This is our final Friday of the spring season. Over the summer, we'll try to do different things. We do have a TikTok channel now and working on Instagram. We're also on Facebook and, of course, YouTube. So all those, if you would go find us, Hockey Sports Network, like, share, subscribe, follow, whatever you do on TikTok and Instagram. Learning that stuff. So, by all means, please keep the channel growing, and that helps us bring more live action to you in the fall. So trying to expand coverage as well as get sponsors and advertisers, and everything that you guys do on there really helps to get those folks. So very quickly, our second game tonight. So our first game, we just saw the Vikings take down Kelly's Heroes. So now second place is up for grabs. And we'll see if Top Shelf pulls off their game. They could very well find themselves in finishing in second place behind Sharks Blue. So with that, let's start off tonight with this game's a little bit of stats here. So the Ice Bulls offense has scored 39 goals over 11 games, averaging 3.45 goals per game. Leading the way for the Ice Bulls is Connor Moriarty with 14 points, 8 goals, 6 assists. This is a must-win for them, though, if they want a shot at fourth place, although Vikings just solidified that. So at best, they can do is fifth at this point. We'll see what the Panthers Black does tonight with Sharks Gray, which will be after this game. And the outcome of that will be determined where the Ice Bulls land should they win this one. The netminder for the Ice Bulls is Jacob Otto, who's given up 38 goals, averaging 5.2 goals against per game, with an overall record of 3 wins, 4 losses, and 3 ties. The reason why it's not adding up to 11 games since we played 11 is because he didn't finish one of them. On the Sharks Blue side, they've scored a measly 88 goals, so clearly league leading, over 11 games, averaging 8 goals a game. Leading the way for Sharks is Nick McCree. Also, I just talked to his mother, so I know his nickname now is Mac, so Mac McCree. With 22 points, a league-leading 21 goals, and 1 assist. Sharks have a high-powered offense, which is not careful. The Ice Bulls defense and the netminder, Jacob Otto, may give up more than the 8 goals that the Sharks are used to seeing. A little note as well, Jacob Boyle's dad, sorry, I had to look at my notes here on something. Actually came by and said this will be Jacob's last hockey game. Jacob is going to go back to playing soccer in the fall. So he will be missed for sure. But it's been great covering him here this spring and our first spring high school hockey night in Tampa and on the Hockey Sports Network. So again, a shout out to Jacob. Wish him all the best. Moving on to the netminders is Nolan Sloan, Jerry Wilkerson, and TJ Crayer. They have given up a combined 32 goals, averaging 2.91 goals against per game, with an overall record of 9 wins, 0 losses, and 2 ties. And like I said, coming up after this one is going to be Sharks Gray and Panthers Black with some other additional implications to the standings. Sharks Blue is taking the ice. So the Ice Bulls tonight will be in yellow. On their shirts is puck cancer. It was really, really cool to see. I'll flip it over here for you guys so you can see it now. Quit after staring at me as part of it as we continue the pregame here for the 8:30 game. As you can see, the yellow jerseys for, again, Puck Cancer by Bloomingdale. You see the crowd starting to pick up here across the way and over here to our right as well. So quite a few folks coming in to see the Sharks and the Vikings. Now, my understanding, too, is that Nolan Sloan will be in the – I'm sorry, not Nolan Sloan. Yes, Nolan Sloan will be in goal for the Sharks, I believe, the first 2 periods. Then Jerry Wilkerson will come in, take over duties in the 3rd period, and then he will take the first period of the Sharks Gray game. And then after that, he will be coming up here for that interview as TJ Courier takes over for the final 2 periods of Sharks Gray. Very quickly, just the lineups, or I should say the rosters. So Gary Finnan, he injured his shoulder early on in the season, so he's out. But we do have Sam Leifers, Cam Sargent, Braden Shepard, Corbin Conrad, Josh Culbreth, Jason Rummel, Jackson Warren, Cinnamon Weaver, Miles Miller, Hayden Jones, Connor Moriarty, Ryan Compton, Colin Green, and Brendan Swearingen. Just another shout out to the Ice Bulls. They actually filled in tonight. I'll do a quick dad montage. Hey, Mr. Boyle, bring that on over here so we can see that. Try to switch around here and get that. So there's a shot of Jacob all the way up through his high school career. So again, sad to see him go, but very happy for him what he's choosing. So thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Go, Jacob. All right. But like I said, so let me anyway, the Ice Bulls last week, so the Panthers Black only started out with 5 skaters. They had, and the goalie. I think it was before the first period was over, that he ended up taking over, or I'm sorry, 3 of the Ice Bulls players switched over to give a break to some of the players for Panthers Black. So very generous and great job this year as well, thinking of others. Let's see here. All right, so Riverview Sharks Blue, Noah Ellington, Alex Knight, Dominic Villagran, James Watt, Josiah Prashad, Justin Fernandez, Jacob Boyle, which we just did a little shout out to Jacob, Samuel Laverty, Daniel Zick, Dean Herberger, Tyler Smith, Xander Chadwell, Nick Mack McCree, Riley Furbeck, Hayden Stratman, Jonathan Turho, and Alex Smargon. As we get things set here for this one to start. Again, thanks for joining us here on the Hockey Sports Network's broadcast of High School Hockey Night in Tampa on our second game between Sharks Blue and the Ice Bulls. Please check us out on all the social media sites. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and we really appreciate that. All right, so we're just waiting on the teams to finish up their rituals at each goal. And the Sharks finished theirs, but they are still picking up pucks. All right. So just give it a moment here. Again, thank you all for joining the broadcast. Really appreciate that. So depending on when Kane comes by, we'll try to catch him maybe in between periods and off and on and just talk to him in general. Or in between this game and the next game, which would be optimal. That way we have plenty of time to talk to him and not be rushed. And then again, Jerry Wilkerson will come up and join us after he finishes with Sharks Gray. All right, about to get things underway here. Also, we changed the resolution tonight in the games. So we're using 1080p for these games. So if you would, if you're watching on YouTube, well, I'm saying like I'm simulcasting. I do that in baseball, where I do simulcast to Facebook and YouTube. But do check out our Facebook page, Hockey Sports Network. But we changed it to 1080p. So if you look on YouTube, you look down at the bottom of the screen there, the game, you'll see there is the little gear, and you can change it to 1080p to get a little bit clearer picture. So it's going to be Turho, Smitty Smith. Looks like Fernandez for the Sharks. I'll tell you the other ones are in a minute. I think that might be Ellington. Watt. And Jacob Boyle out there for the Sharks. It's Moriarty, Leafers, Culbreth, Jones, and I'll tell you the other players in a minute. As the puck is right here in front of us. Jones cuts it off. Jones has a one-on-one with Sloan. Shoots. Nice block by Sloan. Picked up by Fernandez. Fernandez bringing it up the ice. Swearingen's the other one out there. Cut off by Leafers and Jones. And if this starts any indication how this game's going to go, it'll be very interesting as Swearingen passes over to Culbreth. Culbreth out ahead to Jones. Laverty's right there and Herberger. And there for the Blue Liners. Weak shot over to Sloan. Easily poked away. Laverty brings it up. Passes ahead to Fernandez. Fernandez shoots. Blocked by Jason Rummel. Or I'm sorry, no, that's 18 in this case. Might be Cinnamon Weaver. So not sure. But we also got Cam Sargent out there too. So a couple changes took place there. Pass ahead to Culbreth. Cut off by Laverty. Stratman's out there now for the Sharks. Puck's coming up the ice by Culbreth. Poked away by Stratman. Shot over. Ellington going over to pick that up. Actually cut off by Jackson Warren. Also, Green is out there as well for the Ice Bulls. Stratman bringing up, that's Mac McCree trying to bring up the ice. Has it poked away. Warren trying to get it back now. It's a battle for it. Stratman tries to back in into McCree. McCree would have definitely had there's Knight right there. Tries to take it away from Shepard. Doesn't. Gets it out to Warren. But McCree would have had a breakaway there. And let's see. This puck comes in. Sargent spins around. Brings it into the zone. No offsides. In the corner. Cut off by Watt. Somebody lost their glove. That was Sargent. Puck comes all the way down. Picked up by Shepard. Goes behind the net. Stratman's right there. Slows him down. Picked up by Boyle. Boyle shoots. Scores! And Boyle's on the board. Or I should say Sharks lose on the board thanks to the backhanded goal by Jacob Boyle. And Sharks lead it 1-0. So what a job by them. Hey, Joey, is somebody wearing number 12?
I don't know, honestly. I didn't know.
Or 18, actually, 18. Furbeck bringing up, shoots, caught by Jacob Otto. And sorry about that, folks. You didn't see it because I was trying to find out something real quick before the face-off. Face-off happened too quickly. And we'll do it here. So my apologies for the errant coverage there. There's the face-off. Clement's out there. Pat goes behind the net to Leafers. Leafers dekes around. Compton's also out there along with Conrad. Leafers brings it up. Sloan pokes it away. What a diving try. Conrad tries to get it towards the goal. Picked up by Furbeck. Furbeck bringing up the ice. Riley over to just out of the reach of Smargon. So I think Rummel actually is number 88 out there. I don't have an 88 on the roster, so we're going to assume that's Rummel. Pass ahead to Conrad by Rummel. Picked up by Laverty. Herberger's back with Laverty. It's going to be a penalty, I guess. Yes, indeed, on the Ice Bulls. And we'll see who it's against.
18.
It is 18? Okay. So as I thought, Weaver will be number 18. So face-off will go right over here. On the penalty kill, it's going to be Sargent, Jones, Swearengin, and Shepard. On the power play is Fernandez, Turho, Ellington, Villagran, and I think that's Prashad. It's a shot pushed down to the goal, trying to get Prashad to pick it up. Cleared by Swearengin. Sloan lets it go, gives it to Ellington. Ellington out ahead to Fernandez. Fernandez has it poked away by Sargent. Sargent getting control of it. Dekes around, short-handed. Ellington's right there. Pokes it away, goes behind the net. Sargent backhands. Out to Fernandez. Fernandez bringing up the ice. Fernandez dekes around, shoots. Blocked by Jacob Otto, followed up by Villagran, scores! And the Sharks lead it 2-0 on the rebound shot, with the assist going to Fernandez. And Sharks lead it 2-0. So now, on the face-off, it's going to be Mac McCree, Smitty, Stratman, I think, let's see, Watts, and let's see who the other person is in a minute. Moriarty brings it up. That's Jacob Boyle. Brings it up, dice, shoots. Sloan catches it. Face-off will be to Sloan's left. Cinnamon Weaver, I think that's Miles Miller, number 3. Warren, Moriarty, and I believe that's Culbreth on the ice for the Ice Bulls. Face-off won by Sharks, backhanded by Boyle to Watt. Watt has it. Passes out ahead. Cut off by Moriarty. Shoots, blocked by Sloan, up and out of the rink. And it will remain a 2-0 lead for Sharks Blue. Some real quick changes for the Sharks. Furbeck, Knight, and I think Smargon, as well as there's another player came on. I didn't see who it was. All the players remain the same for the Ice Bulls. I'll tell you who's all out there for the Sharks in a moment. So it's Laverty, Knight, Laverty out front. I think that's Chadwell. Furbeck. It is Chadwell. And Smargon on the ice for Sharks Blue. Pass ahead to Knight. Knight gets it, passes ahead to Furbeck. Furbeck backhands. Nice block by Jacob Otto to stop that one. With 6:44 to go. And remains 2-0 game. Face-off over to Otto's left. Coming up. So Clement, Fernandez, Parshad, Laverty. That's Josiah Parshad, by the way. And Chadwell on the ice for the Sharks. It's going to be Compton, Rummel, Shepard, Conrad. I'll tell you those in a minute as the Sharks pick it up. It's Laverty resetting. Pass out ahead to Fernandez. Fernandez has it. Deacon round, bring it into the zone. Backhands off the net. And Leafers is the other ice pool that's out there. In the corner, goes behind the net. Clement has it. Has it poked away by Shepard. Gets back control of it. Over to Fernandez. Fernandez has it taken away by Leafers. Now there's a battle for it between Fernandez and Leafers. Compton's right there. Compton causes the disruption. Leafers takes it away. Leafers bumps it past Chadwell. There's a race for it. Chadwell comes up with it. Bumps it off the boards to Clement. Clement trying to drive it for it. Leafers again takes it away. Leafers over to Rummel. Gets past him. Fernandez picks it up. Turho's right there with Fernandez. Trails him into the zone. And tries to push it through. Otto's right there. Blocks it very easily with 5:38 to go in the first period. I have a face-off to Otto's right. It's going to be Smitty, Herberger, Ellington, Turho. I'm sorry. Let's do this again. Smitty, Ellington, McCree, Herberger, and Stratman on the ice for the Bulls, or the Sharks, sorry. And it's Moriarty, Jones, Sargent, Swearingen, and Culbreth on the ice for the Ice Bulls. Smitty has it behind the net. Passes over to Mac McCree. Blocked by Jones. Smitty gets it again. Tries again. McCree finally takes it away. Out in front to Stratman. They're wearing pink on their helmets for cancer awareness. Nice shot by Stratman. Caught by Otto. Faceoff will be right over to Otto's right again. 5:15 to go in the first period. 2-0 lead by the Sharks. Boyle and Villigran come on the ice as the blue liners now for the Sharks. Smitty wins the faceoff, gets it to Villigran. Shot on goal, blocked by Otto. Backhanded to Villigran. Off the boards. And Moriarty is going to go off the ice with after cross-checking, Smitty into the boards. I believe that's Moriarty. And indeed it was. So faceoff will happen right there to Otto's right. Power play for the Sharks. So same 5 on the ice. Penalty kill is going to be Cinnamon Weaver. And I'll give you the rest in a minute. Puck, face-off 1. Shot by McCree. One-timer, wide right. Leafers, Jones, and Culbreth on the penalty kill for the Ice Bulls. McCree has it behind the net. Gets out to Smitty. Smitty bumps it back. Smitty moves to the middle. McCree over to Boyle. Boyle shoots. Blocked by Otto and cleared by Leafers. Jones is down on it. And there's another penalty on Boyle. Well, I'd say it's on Jones, but it pushes Boyle into the boards. And now it's going to be a 5-on-3 for 1:27. And the power play. So it's going to be Weaver, Leafers, and Culbreth on the ice for the Bulls. It's going to be Furbeck, Knight, Laverty, Watt, and I believe that's Smargon on the power play. Knight will take the face-off. Wins, gets it over to Smargon. Passes out to Watt. Watt shoots, bounces off of Otto. Knight tries to knock it out of the air, missed it. Gets it, passes it back to Furbeck, and it's a goal, 5-0, assist to Knight. Goal to Furbeck. And it's a 3-0 lead on the 5-on-3 power play. So 1:50 to go, still on a power play for the Sharks. Compton comes out. Let's see who else comes on the ice here. And that's going to be Shepard, Sargent. So the same 5 for the Sharks. And Warren on the penalty kill. Warren we'll call that one a draw. Sharks had control though. Smargon giving it to Ellington, who Watt passes back to Smargon, back to Watt. Pass ahead to Furbeck. Furbeck gets it, brings it up the ice. Over to Smargon, back to the middle, poked away by Jacob Otto. 1:25 to go in the penalty kill. And Compton clears it down the ice. Sloan gives it to Watt. Watt was trailed by Warren. Pass comes up ahead from Knight to Furbeck. Furbeck tries to get it to the middle, cut off by Sargent. Shepard backhands it around to Sargent. Sargent has it. Dekes around Smargon. Oh, what a hit. And almost a fight, as that was more of a charging penalty, so it's going to be even strength for 57 seconds. 4-on-4. As Smargon leveled a hit against Sargent. Into the boards. So it's Turho, Ellington, Josiah Prashad. And see if I can figure out who the other person is. Looks like Knight. Or, no, not sure. I'll get to in a minute. The Leafers, Moriarty, Compton, and Warren. So puck comes out. That's Chadwell was the other one. Sorry about that. Leafers has it. Dekes around. Warren has it. Trying to keep away from Chadwell. Chadwell just about tripped there on the ice. Warren now bringing up the ice. Driving through. Poked away by Turho. Nice job. Picked up by Moriarty. Brings it in. To the crease. Shot. Oh, Compton just out of his reach. Shot by Warren off of Turho. Turho has it poked away by Moriarty. Warren again. Passes ahead to Compton on the far boards. Compton bringing it around behind the net. Chadwell has it now through the battle with Compton behind the net. Out to Turho. Turho bringing it up the ice. Turho shoots. Caught and covered up by Otto with 2:26 to go and a minute to go in the power play for the Ice Bulls. Faceoff will be right over there. So Boyle, Herberger, Turho, and Clement on the ice for the Sharks. It's going to be Jones, Sargent, Rimmel, Green, and I believe Weaver for the Ice Bulls on the power play. Turho has it. Over to Boyle. Boyle lost control. Passes to the middle. Blocked out by Weaver. Weaver battling out with Turho behind the net. Turho back around, backhands it to Clement. Clement was not there. Clement gets it finally. Gets it out to Herberger though. Herberger over to Boyle. Back to Turho. Herberger trying to get open. There's a shot by Boyle wide left. So Herberger trying to get his first points of the season. Even though the Sharks have now scored 91 goals on the season. Deked around by Jones. Jones shoots, blocked by Sloan. Boyle comes out with it. Bringing up the ice. Poked by Jones. Boyle dekes around. Shoots. Caught by Otto. And faceoff will happen to Otto's left. With 2 seconds left on the power play. A quick change. That's going to be Shepard. I believe that's Miller, Conrad, Warren, and Moriarty. Smitty, Laverty, Fernandez, and Villagran on the ice. The back to even strength now as Turho comes back on the ice. Puck goes in the corner. Laverty bringing it up the ice. Trailed by Smitty and Turho. Turho gives it to Fernandez. It's a big crowd here tonight. I'll show you that in a minute. And when this period's over, there's a shot to Otto. That goes in! Off of Otto's pads! And now it's 4-0. Sharks lead it. With 59 seconds to go. So it's going to be Watts. Fernandez is also wearing the pink. Turho and Ellington on the ice for the Sharks. Warren, Miller, Fernandez has it, bringing the zone. Leifers in front, I believe. No, that was Sargent, not Leifers. Leifers is out there, though, along with Conrad. Fernandez has it by the net, battling out with Warren and Sargent. Backhands it over to Turho. That gets away. Shot on goal, caught by Otto. And faceoff will happen right over there. Shot by Watt, that was. So 33 seconds to go in the first period. Sharks have put up 4. Herberger and Chadwell come in as the blue liners. Same 3 forwards for the Sharks and same 5 for the Ice Bulls. Sharks win it. Chadwell down front to Fernandez over the goal. Smitty battling it out, trying to get it. It's in the corner. Leifers has it. Pass out ahead. Sargent battling it out. 10 seconds. Fernandez in the corner gives it to Turho. Back out front. Fernandez. And that's the period. So, the first period ends with the Sharks up 4-0 here at the high school hockey night in Tampa. Again, it's our last spring game or I'm sorry, our last night of spring games. Let me just rephrase that. Just one more game that follows this one. Again, glad to have you all aboard here on the Hockey Sports Network. Make sure you check us out on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, please like, share, subscribe. And on Facebook, do the same, because that really helps drive the traffic. It becomes attractive to advertisers and sponsors to help us enhance the channel and capabilities to bring you the best in high school hockey as well as youth hockey this fall. Again, it's kind of sad news for the Sharks Blue. Jacob Boyle.
Getting all these complaints.
Jacob Boyle, this will be his last hockey game as he's coming out on the ice right there. You know, I think that flat tire you guys had really messed with Kane's game tonight. I'm just saying.
I agree.
So that's Kane's dad, Nick, talking to you behind me here. So for the Sharks, it's going to be Mac McCree, Stratman, Laverty, Knight, and Boyle on the ice to start things off here in the second period with a 4-0 lead. For the Ice Bulls, it is going to be Ramel, Compton, Moriarty, Shepard, and I think that's either Conrad or Miles Miller. I'll confirm that in the middle on the far side there on the wing. That's Conrad. Puck goes ahead to Moriarty, tries to get it around to Conrad. Laverty cuts it off. Laverty now bringing it into the zone. Laverty shoots. Blocked. Another goalie in there for Bloomingdale, and that might be, I'll tell you in a minute who I think it might be. So Stratman shoots up off the glass as it's blocked. Compton and Knight battling out behind the net. Nice job, and goal goes in. And I think that was Stratman. Makes it a 5-0 lead. So Weaver and I think Culbreth come on the ice now for... Oh, no, sorry. Weaver and Leafers and Miller on the ice now for the Ice Bulls. Puck taken away. Battle for right in front of us. It's Clement, Watts, Margon, Furbeck, and Villigran on the ice. Weaver pushes to the corner. There's a battle for it. Clement comes out with it. Compton's right there trying to take it away. Smargon and Weaver. Still a battle for it. Furbeck comes out with it to the middle. Weaver gets it out of there. And it's going to be a penalty. It's going to be against the Sharks. Pass to the middle, cut off. And we'll see who and what the penalty is on here in a moment. It's going to be against Smargon. And they didn't give a signal for what the penalty was, so we don't know. So, power play for the Ice Bulls. Sharks penalty kills Furbeck, Ellington, Clements, and I can't make out who the other Shark is. We'll find out in a second because it's going to turn around. It might be Laverty, but I'm not 100%. As there's a discussion going on between the Ice Bulls coach and the referees right over there. All right, so let's see here. Will not, as he back skated. So we'll figure out who it is in a minute. So it's going to be on the power play. It's going to be Moriarty, Leafers, Jones, Swearingen, and Culbreth. And run away. Ice Bulls win the faceoff. Pass from Leafers over to Moriarty. Down behind the net. Swearingen tries to get to it. Cut off by the Sharks. Clement over to Furbeck. Gets away. That's Chadwell was the other player that's out there, by the way. Leafers now has it, bringing it up the ice. Into the corner. Tries to backhand it. Not fast enough. Chadwell gets to it. Tries to bounce off the boards. Jones cuts it off. Comes back in the neutral zone, so the Bulls will have to reset. Pass some Leafers over to Moriarty. Back to Leafers. Back to Moriarty. Ahead to Colbreth, out of his reach. And it's going to go no icing called as it was touched. Or I'm sorry, yeah, that would have been icing on the Ice Bulls as the Sharks are on the penalty kill. Puck brought up the ice by Lever's shot, blocked by Chadwell. Chadwell tries to get it out there and does. Back to the neutral zone. And penalty, apparently punching or something, I don't know. Anyway, it's some of the penalty calls they make doesn't make any sense. I don't know if it's holding or what it was. But anyway, Leafers goes to the sin bin. And it'll be even strength for 53 seconds, and then the Sharks will have a 1:07 power play. It's Herberger, Parshad, Smitty, and Laverty, Warren, Conrad, Moriarty, and Sargent for the Ice Bulls. Puck comes out ahead. Herberger knocks it down, comes out with it. Pass ahead to Parshad, gets behind him. Goes down deep. Pass out ahead again to Warren. And that will be icing. With 9:18 to go. Is Kane still wanting to do the interview, or is he still wanting to do the interview?
If you want him to.
Well, yeah, but we'll do it between this game and the next game.
Between games?
Yeah, that'd be the easiest time to do it.
We'll be here.
Huh?
I'll let you know if we'll be here. We might leave.
Okay.
Because the other place.
Okay. So then I'll give him a hard time for not participating. Sargent has it behind the net, passes back out, cut off by the Sharks. Smitty now has it, bringing it up the ice. Smitty back out to Herberger, just gets past Herberger. Laverty picks it up, 8:43 to go. Puck comes out. We might be able to do it between periods. We'll see. Herberger has it behind the net. Gives to Fernandez. Line changes for everybody. Fernandez driving up the ice. Past Shepard. Shoots. Blocked by... I'm going to guess that is probably Mason Cessna. Since Mrs. Cessna joined tonight. Diane, thanks for subscribing. There's a shot blocked by Mason. Back to the middle. Blocked again. Nice job by Mason. Shepard tries to bring it out. Taken down by Fernandez. Fernandez takes the puck away. He shoots. Wide left. Puck comes around the other side of the boards. Picked up by Fernandez. Gives to Turho. Back to Fernandez. Knight's in the middle, battling out with Green. And there's another score for the Sharks. And it's a 6-0 lead. So the Watt family, thank you for joining. Morgan, specifically, thank you so much for subscribing. Really means a lot. It's helping our channel grow. So Mac McCree, Watt, Prashad, Stratman, and I think, I'll tell you in a minute. I think it might be Ellington, but I'm not sure. Pass ahead to Sargent, shot. Or that's Chadwell. I don't think it's Chadwell. I think that's Ellington. I was right. It was Ellington. Stratman has it. Passes head to McCree. Gets out of his stick. Cut off by Moriarty. Past the Sargent. Off the boards. Sargent to Moriarty. Back out to Compton. Compton ahead to Jones. Jones brings it into the zone. Tries to get around Ellington. Ellington does a great job stopping it. Stratman trying to block it. Moriarty shoots. Wide left. Miller's right there. Puck comes up the ice. And they're going to call icing. So they'll come all the way down here with 6:37 to go in the second period. A 6-0 lead for the Sharks. Again, thank you all for joining and supporting the Hockey Sports Network. Great crowd tonight here and viewing, so thank you so much again. Culbreth, Leafers, Weaver, Conrad, and Swearingen on the ice for the Bulls. Clements, Smargon, Chadwell, who's bringing it up the ice, and shoots. Caught and covered up by Mason Cessna. Laverty's also on the ice as well, with 6:23 to go. So we won't break away the broadcast immediately following this game. We'll go ahead and have the interview with Kane, as he is over here behind us. So we'll switch that around and get him in here. There's a shot by Laverty up over the goal. Out here to Chadwell. Chadwell passes back down to Smargon. Smargon tries to poke it away. Gets it down to Clement. Clement has it taken away by Leafers. Leafers backhands to Culbreth. Culbreth couldn't come up with it. Laverty over to Clement. Over to, not 100% who that was. There's a shot. Smargon scores. That's a 7-0 lead. And I'll tell you who that was in a second. That was Furbeck. That's what I thought it was, but I want to make sure I was right before I said it. 7-0 lead now for the Sharks. So it's going to be Smitty, Turho, Herberger, Fernandez, and I think Boyle coming out. And it's also going to be Green, Warren, Leafers, Weaver, and Miller for the Ice Bulls. Fernandez brings it in. Poked away by Leafers. Leafers tries to kick with the skate. Does. Gets pushed back down to the middle. Weaver knocks it out of there. Gets it to Warren. Warren puts it in the neutral zone. Boyle brings it in. Right between Leafers' legs. Almost backhands and knocks it in. What a play. Cut off by Fernandez. Fernandez pushes Leafers into the wall, and we'll go to the sin bin for that. So the face-off will come all the way back down here, probably on this side, as Fernandez goes into the sin bin. Power play goes to the Ice Bulls. So Smitty, Herberger, Turho, and Boyle are on the penalty kill. Miller, Warren, Shepard, Green, and Moriarty for the Ice Bulls on the power play. 5:35 to go in the second period. Sorry, I was kind of talking on my head there for a minute. We're going to do Kane's interview between periods, so stay tuned for that. It'll have to be kind of quick as we will move to game coverage when game play continues. There's a pass by Turner over to Smitty, just out of his reach. Smitty back down to the goal, blocked by Cessna. Moriarty gets it out to Miller. Miller backhands to Moriarty, blocked by Boyle. Miller again blocks it. Moriarty trying to bring that. Boyle's right there with him. Nice job by Moriarty to deke around Smitty. No call on the hit by Smitty. Turho comes up with it. Dekes around Green, bringing up the ice. And backhands taken away by Shepard. Behind the net. Out to Miller. Jones now has it, trying on the breakaway. Smitty and Herberger's right there. Cut off by Smitty. Turho finally comes up with it. Jones takes it back. Passes over to Shepard, blocked by Smitty. And Moriarty now has it again. Fernandez right there with him. Passes out ahead to Ramel. Watt cuts it off. Fernandez and, I'm sorry, not Fernandez. That is McCree. My apologies. Stratman and McCree are out there. with Watts. 20 seconds to go in the power play and Villagrán. So my apologies for messing up. Nice job by McCree to grab the puck, cover it up, and go top shelf right side to make it 8-0 and hit their goals per game average, just as we kind of called early on in our pregame. So it's going to be Stratman, McCree, shorthanded goal, by the way, that was. Villagrán and Watt on the penalty kill. Rommel, Jones, Compton, Sargent, and Weaver on the power play. 10 seconds to go. Shot by McCree up over the goal. McCree has it again, bring it to the middle. Poked away. Shot by Villagrán up over the goal. Followed up by McCree. Goes behind the net. Compton has it on the boards. Tries to pass out to Jones. Just out of the reach. Picked up by Watt. Right here in front of us. Now McCree has it. Given to him by Stratman. McCree shoots. Caught by Cessna. What a job to keep his eye on the puck. And even strength with 3:16 to go here in the second period. So Knight joins, and so it's Knight, Laverty, Stratman, McCree, and Ellington for the Sharks. It's Sargent. There's a shot by McCree again, caught. It's Weaver, Colbreth, Sargent. I think it's Miller and Swearingen for the Ice Bulls. Face off again. Nice job by Stratman to take it away. And quick shot blocked by Cessna. He was ready for it. Nice job again blocking McCree. Stratman tries to get it back to McCree. Weaver there battling it out. Around the boards. Back down to McCree. Colbreth right there as well. Out to Laverty. Laverty back down to McCree. In the corner. McCree bringing it to the middle. Cut off by Sargent. Out ahead to Laverty. Back around to Knight. And Stratman tries to take it up over the net. That puck goes up and out of the rink. I'm sorry, that was McCree on the back behind the net, but Stratman shoots it, hits off the edge, goes up and out of the rink. So face-off will happen right over there with 2:24 to go in the second period. Again, immediately following the end of the period, we will get to our interview with Kane Otterbacher. All right, face-off, whoops, right over there as it went out of the rink. Pass to Smargon. Smargon has it. Apologies for the bad coverage there. Smargon shoots up over the goal. Chadwell pokes it back down again. Smargon shoots, blocked by Cessna, followed up by, I don't know who that was. We'll figure it out in a second. Followed up by Josiah Pershad. And it's now 9-0. So I would imagine, especially in the third period, the clock will continue to run. So Pershad will take the face off with Smargon, Boyle. I'll tell you who else is out there for the Sharks. It's Green. There's a shot on goal. I said Boyle. Say in a minute. Leafers, Green, Miller, Warren. Riley Furbeck's out there. Pass ahead to Boyle. Boyle brings into the zone. Gets it back to Smargon. Smargon shoots. Blocked by Cessna. Pass around. Back to the middle. Stick lifted by Leafers is Pershad. Couldn't get the stick on the puck. Chadwell's the other player that's out there as well. Furbeck was trying to bring it to the middle. Could not. A deke by Leafers comes around, tries to get around Pershad. Pershad pokes it away. Smargon has it, bringing it up the ice. Smargon back to the middle. Fernandez is now out there along with Herberger. There's a shot on goal blocked by Cessna. Clements out there as well as Watts. There too. And now coming on the ice is Turho. That's going to be icing. 57 seconds to go. Face-off should be right over there. So it's going to be Turho, Clement, Herberger, Fernandez, and Watt. It's going to be Shepard, Weaver, Compton, Ramel, and Jones for the Ice Bulls. And face-off. Sharks win. Battle for it between Fernandez and Weaver. Jones joins in, so does Turho, and that puck comes over the net. Poked out front. Watt has it, backs it over to Smitty. Smitty back to Fernandez. Fernandez couldn't come up with it. Turho's trying to pick it up. Poked out front by Watt. Fernandez comes out with it. Fernandez dekes around, shoots, scores. And now it's 10-0. All right, thanks for joining us again here on the Hockey Sports Network. We got 26 seconds to go before our interview with Kane Otterbacher. Clement and Jones. Ice Bulls win. Shepard back out to Ramel. Ramel takes it in. Battle for it in front of us here. Fernandez out front, takes it, shoots, blocked by Cessna. Nice job. Shepard behind the net. Oh, Fernandez is waiting on it. Turho picks it up now. Backhanded to Turho. Turho out front to Villagran. Villagran tries to get to the middle. Cut off by Compton. And that's the period. And the period ends. 10-0. And so let's quickly get to our Stick and Puck Spotlight interview with our friend Kane Otterbacher. All right, so Kane's we're gonna zoom in with him here in just a second. So Kane, I blame your goalless game tonight on your dad's flat tire. I'm just saying, and he agreed actually. So no fault of yours. So it's good to see you, man. Glad to have you back, and thanks for joining on the broadcast here. So you and Kelly's Heroes are in a must. We're past that. Sorry, you guys lost. All right, here we go with the question. Sorry, I had to get myself reset. At what moment did you realize you wanted to play hockey, and how long have you been playing? Sorry. You're more prepared in between games.
Probably since I was like 5 or 7, and I've been playing for a while now.
You played football as well, right?
Not really. Flag football, that's it.
Okay. All right. So when you're not playing hockey, what's some of your favorite hobbies to do?
I like to golf and then work out and also play hockey too.
So lift weights, all that stuff. Gotcha. So you also play travel hockey. So what team do you play for, and how's that impacted your hockey play?
I play for Clearwater Ice Storm, and it's really helped me develop a lot. It's got me better a lot.
Fantastic. Looking to the future. Actually, no, I missed a question. I understand. We got to go quick here. I understand you recently went and played with the Liberty Bell Hockey Tournament. So tell our listeners what it was like to play in that highly visible tournament.
Yeah, it was good. A lot of good prospects there. Good program, yeah.
Fantastic. Quick and short to the point. So looking to the future, what goals have you set for yourself, whether it be this fall or next season or post-high school?
Definitely try to go D1. Try to play some college hockey and see how it goes from there.
All right, and you heard that here first, folks. So if Kane does go pro, then also you saw him right here on the Hockey Sports Network, my buddy Kane. So what team do you favor in the NHL?
Probably the Lightning, hometown.
All right. Good deal. And your final question, so who's someone that's inspired you in life, whether it's a hockey or non-hockey person? Who is that in your life that's inspired you?
My dad.
Really? That's who you're going with? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he's helped me a lot. Him and my mom, too.
That's a good choice, man. Both parents. Of course, Nick missed it, but he's walking away. It's all good. His mom's full of smiles over there. But no, he said that you two inspired him. And I just want to clarify he meant you. But, So anyway, no, I'm so glad to get to know you, Kane, and your parents as well. Fantastic people, and thanks again for taking the time. Appreciate it, buddy. All right. So we're going to get back to the action here. One to get through that is the score is still 10-0, so you haven't missed any major scores or that. So we'll get back to the action here. So thanks for being patient through that interview with Kane. He'll be on the Hockey Sports Network the podcast. Thanks, brother. Hockey Sports Network Ice Time in the Barn podcast next week, which will be our final one of the spring season, at least covering high school hockey, but we may do some others to get into some other thoughts and discussions. All right, Turho has it. Turho pushes down to the corner. Chadwell has it out front. Chadwell shoots wide left. Knight picks it up behind the net from Moriarty. Boyle pokes it down. Cessna covers up. And faceoff will happen on the right side with 9:44 to go in this one. And the clock continues to run as expected. Some quick changes. Laverty and Smitty comes on. Smargon, Knight, and Furbeck out there. Sharks win. Smitty has it. Over to Laverty. Back down behind the net. To the front. Nice job by Seston to get over and kick that out of the way. Puck gets past Miller. Ellington spins around. Knight spins around. Shoots on goal. Caught by Cessna. Nice job. And faceoff will happen right over there with just under 9 minutes to go. It's going to be Sargent, Jones, Moriarty, Compton, and I believe that's Shepard. No, sorry, Rummel for the Ice Bulls. Turho, Smitty, Fernandez, Laverty, and it's like Parshad for the Sharks. Shot by Fernandez, blocked. Hey, Ice Bulls bringing up the ice. That was Colin Paris, by the way, I was talking about. The Paris family, when I was asking you about that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Colin, Missouri, no. He worked for Nick. I'll catch up with you on it then.
Yeah. Was he a grad assistant?
Huh?
Was he a grad assistant?
I think so, but he also worked for your trailer company here in Tampa, too.
Oh, Colin, yes.
Yeah, Colin, yeah.
Colin.
Yeah,
Colin.
yeah.
I know Colin.
Yeah, because I hired him at my company. Prashad's down. It's like he's injured, and coach is going out to check on him.
Pharmaceutical?
Huh? No, technology.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought he was doing pharmaceutical.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Yeah, sorry. His family's good friends with our family up in Missouri.
he said his little brother was good friends with Kane,
yeah,
so, yeah.
They're a good family.
So,
Yeah. All right.
but it's
sorry.
good to see you guys.
Stay connected.
No, it's all good. It's all good. See you later. All right, so they're helping Parshad up. That's not a good sign for Josiah. I don't know if he twisted his ankle or what happened, but whatever it is, speedy recovery to Josiah. And, wow. I honestly did not see what happened in that one. So my apologies, folks. I know I got a little lax there in the coverage. So my apologies. Still very thankful you're on the Hockey Sports Network tonight. So you got, looks like McCree, Knight, Turho, Villagran, who now has it, gets it ahead to Turho. I think it's Chadwell's the other player. Knight back to Fernandez. Fernandez dekes around Compton. With these tries, Compton pushes him down. Villagran dumps it back down in. It's got to be touched by Ice Bulls. They do. Sargent picks it up. Cut off by Turho, but then gets it back and then has it poked away by Watt. Knight has it, shoots, caught by, covered up by Cessna as the clock continues to run with 7:35 to go in the third period. Face off right over there. Again, you can see the crowd that's really formed here tonight all around the rink. So that's why it's also important to get those sponsors because we'll be able to. So Herberger wins actually Ice Bulls win the faceoff, but he poked it out of there. Ellington over to Stratman. Sorry about that. Mac McCree's out there as well. So it's Chadwell, Ellington, Herberger, McCree, and Stratman. Jones gets it around. Ellington shoots, blocked by Knight. Puck in the corner. And another penalty against the Ice Bulls. That one's going to be against, looks like, I think it's Shepard. No, it's Rummel. 6:35 to go. Wilkerson is now in there, goalie. I forgot to call him out earlier. My apologies. We were doing the interview and I totally missed it. So good to see Jerry out there. So Jerry will also be the lead goal, covering the first period of the Sharks Gray game, and then TJ Creer come in and finish it out. So the penalty face-off will be down here. Not sure why they were still down at the other end when the penalty was against the Ice Bulls, but they got it straightened out. That's all that matters. So it's Laverty, Boyle, Herberger, McCree, and Stratman on the ice for the Sharks. Ice Bulls is Leifers, Swearingen, Weaver, shot by Stratman, wide right. Boyle gets it back down to Herberger, Culbreth, and I forgot who the other person is on the. Oh, that's the penalty kill. Sorry about that. Herberger tried to bring it around, goes down. Picked up by McCree, over to Laverty. Laverty shoots, scores, and that makes it 11 for the Sharks. All right. So next game, I shouldn't have any distractions. Again, apologize, folks, for the distractions. But I appreciate you hanging with us, especially through the interviews and stuff. It was a lot of fun. Again, we'll have Kane and also Jerry will be part of the Stick and Puck Spotlight portion of the podcast next week. We'll try to get it out a little bit early for you as well. Furbeck driving to the goal. Clement right there as well. Furbeck trying to get away from Leifers. Finally, Conrad comes out with it. Furbeck takes away from Conrad in the neutral zone. Warren, and there's a battle for it on the far side. Clement comes out with it. Clement tries to deke around Leifers, poked away by Weaver. Furbeck, battling Conrad, blocked by Leifers on the shot. Clement has it in the corner. Back into Villagran. Villagran tries to take the shot from the blue line, blocked by Leifers. Leifers bringing it up the ice. Trouble by Warren. Warren has it. Tries to deke around Smitty. Nice job by Smitty taking that away as we're back to even strength. Clement bringing it up the ice. Tries to shoot. Blocked. Passes over to, manage to pass over to Villagran and gets past. Warren brings it behind the net. Miller tries to get it out of the zone. Villagran has it. Warren takes Villagran down. And a near fight just about broke out there. And penalty on Warren. So power play for the Sharks as the clock continues to run with under 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. It's Jones, Miller, Shepard, and I believe that's Moriarty. Power play is going to be Ellington, Fernandez, Turho, Knight, and Watts. Moriarty and, nope, it's going to be Jones and Moriarty. Jones taking the face-off against Fernandez. Moriarty comes out with it. They're bringing up the ice. Shoots, blocked by Wilkerson. Blocked again, actually caught by Wilkerson. Nice job by Jerry. And faceoff will be right there with 2:40 to go. Minute 40 to go on the power play. So we'll be back to even strength with 1 minute to go in the game. Arlington gets it, passes ahead to Knight. Fernandez gets a hold of it, tries to bring it up the ice, tries to cut it across to Turho, cut off by Shepard. Moriarty and Fernandez battling back behind the boards. Moriarty pins Turho against the boards. And they're going to call Moriarty for another penalty, I think. Let's see. No, it is Fernandez. And so Fernandez and Moriarty go to the sin bin. So it's going to be 4 on. Well, let's see. It should not be 4 on 4 or 5 on 4. It should be 4 on 4. I'm so confused right now. Laverty has it, shoots, blocked by Levers. Herberger picks it up. Minute 26 to go. Back to McCree. Behind the net. McCree out front to Herberger. Just misses on the one-timer. Chadwell takes a shot. It's blocked. Up into the glass. McCree keeps it. Passes back down. Colbert now has it in the corner. Herberger. Puck comes around. Laverty now has it. Herberger in front of the net. Just out of the reach of Herberger. Pass again. One-timer by Herberger. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. He's trying to get his first point of the season. He's had some opportunities. So we'll see what happens here. Is a shot down, blocked by Leafers. 46 seconds to go. Stratman has it. Shot caught by Cessna. As the clock continues to run. And this game will, let's see, before I call it, it's 30 seconds to go. Face off right over here to Cessna's right. Back to even strength. McCree gets it to Stratman. Stratman shot by Chadwell, blocked. Herberger's still out there, tried to get the deflection, just out of his reach. We got 5 seconds. And this one is going to end with a final score. Sharksville 11, Ice Bulls 0. So again, thanks folks for joining the Hockey Sports Network's broadcast of High School Hockey Night in Tampa. Game number 2 between Sharks Blue and the Ice Bulls. Coming up next is going to be Sharks Gray and the Panthers Black. Again, this is Ted Boggs. Thanks for joining the Hockey Sports Network. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe. Check us out on Facebook as well and follow us there. All your likes and shares really help this channel grow, and thank you so much. And we'll see you back here shortly.